Alright, you guys, so today we'll be playing Highway Song by System of a Down. So as usual, drop C tuning, which is a whole step down from your standard tuning, and a step down further on the 6th string, so the notes are D, A, F, C, G, and C again. Alright, so let's take a look at the intro first, which goes something like this. Something like that. So what's going on here is we're just playing the C power chord, and it's pretty much centered all around that. 5th and 6th string open with palm mute. Alright, so we'll split it in 3 parts. The first part being this C power chord 2 times, and then there's snare, and we alternate between those. So snare, 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 and you get the gist of it, alright? So then for the second part, we repeat that. We repeat that 8 times, and then we get to the second part, which is basically the same, but we're adding a triplet after the first 2 strokes. So alright, there's a certain accent to the triplet you should pay attention to. So downstroke, 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 upstroke, downstroke for the triplet. Alright, hopefully that makes sense. And then we get to the third part, which is pretty much the same, but instead of playing the triplet, we're playing the triplet in the C power chord. We're playing the following, which is a C harmonic, 5th fret of the 4th string, 3 times the first time we play it, and the 2 times, and we alternate 3 times, 2 times. Alright, so and that's pretty much it for the intro. Let me switch to clean here, hopefully it won't sound like shit. And let's take a look at the verse now, which goes a little something like this. And that's pretty much it. So you should know your basic chords by now. I won't go too deep into those, but basically we're playing 2 minor chords and 2 major chords. The first 2, which is C minor. Shout out to Kevin Spacey, by the way. Not really. C minor. In this inversion, in which we have the root in the 5th string, 5th fret in our case. We just let it ring. For the first half, we're just letting every single chord ring, alright? So for those who are just starting, basically we're playing our standard shapes, which is in this case is A minor shape, alright? And we're moving it to the 7th, 7th, and 6th fret, alright? For the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string respectively, and we're barring with our index finger in the 5th fret, alright? So we have our C, right, and G sharp, which is the 5th, in the 5th and 1st string. All right. So then we move it down half step, so everything just 1 fret lower, and we play this B minor. All right, and we play our standard A major shape, which in this case for this tuning is G major. Completely from 5th to 1st string, alright? And why I'm mentioning this is because the last chord is A sharp major, but we're not playing the 1st string because they're kind of likes to play this shape just barring with the ring finger, and he kind of leaves out the 1st string, alright? So basically for A sharp major, we're playing from the 5th to the 2nd string. Alright? Hopefully that makes sense. And then the second half, what we're doing is we're moving this C minor to this D shape D minor shape. Again, for this tuning is C minor, and we're kind of arpeggiating. So basically, we're playing first from the first string to the fourth. Then we're adding this fourth here, which is F in the first string, third fret, and we play from the first to the third string, back to the minor third, which is D sharp, first fret, basically, your standard shape. Arpeggiate the same, and then we release, we play the second, which is D, open D, all right, with the second string, which is C, all right, so again, hopefully that makes sense. Then we play the B minor power chord, chord, and we do the following. So second string, third string, first string, second, third, fourth. All right? And then we just play the next two major chords exactly the same, letting them ring. And that's pretty much it. And then we get to the chorus. So the chorus goes a little something like this. Alright, so what we're doing is we're changing, instead of playing the chords, we're just playing the power chord, which is just the root and the fifth. So fifth and fourth string, and we're adding in the guitar the sixth, the minor sixth for each chord. So in this case we have our C, our G as the shape, all right, fifth and seventh fret, and we're adding this for C, for example, this G sharp, all right, in the 8th fret. Alright, hopefully that makes sense. And we do the same for each chord, which in this case is a power chord. And for the last, or the second bar, we're just playing this A sharp power chord 4 times open. Alright, then we repeat the whole verse, return to the chorus, do exactly the same, but this time the chorus is longer. So in this case we have a third and fourth bar in which we release the palm mute and do exactly the same. And then we have our interlude or solo in this case, which goes a little something like this. Alright, something like that. So what's going on here is we're playing kind of like a power chord and we're playing around the notes. So we'll start here. Second string for the root, and then we have our first string for the fifth and the fourth. In this case is a G, so 10th fret, second string. We're playing around this C in the first string, 10th fret, and D, which is the fifth, in the 12th fret, all right, of the first string. So I'll mention them as degrees, all right. So root, fourth and fifth, so G, C, D, G, C, G, D, C, or root, fourth, fifth, root, fourth, root, fifth, four, alright? Do the same, but in this case we're moving down to the 9th fret, the root, in this case F sharp, alright? And then we're moving both the fifth and the root, in this case G sharp, And we're changing also the pattern. In this case, we're playing G sharp, 11th fret, D sharp, 13th fret, and then D, 12th fret. Alright, so root, 5th, diminished, 5th, root, 5th, root, 5th, and diminished. Hopefully that made sense. And then we're moving back to G and play exactly the same pattern. And that's pretty much it for that little solo or interlude. Hopefully it made sense. So again, slowly. All right. So then we're playing this, again, the intro, the first two parts, like this. Alright, so do keep in mind there's a certain change there. The first half, like the first part, we're just playing it in half, so 4 times. And then for the second part of the intro, we're closing like this. Alright, so basically 4 times we're just playing twice the C power chord for the closing, alright? And then we get to the bridge, which goes a little something like this. Sorry. So what's going on here is we're playing the same notes as the chorus, but the first half we're just letting them ring. The C power chord is played in the lowest, in the first octave. Only the C power chord. I intentionally played it like this in the second part because he does that live, and I'm kind of used to seeing that. But it's always the lowest register C. So. Right, 2 times, and then for the second half we're doing this pretty much the same rhythm as the intro. With the alternating minor 6 for each power chord. Alright, so that triplet there. Alright, hopefully that makes sense. And there's no closing in this case, alright? Then we return to the etc, etc. We just repeat that constantly. There's a certain rhythmical change there, but it's made by a percussive instrument, which is that the multiple, that little thrill for the root, that's done by some other instrument, but you can do that if you want. And then we just close with the intro. We repeat that interlude 4 times, and we close with the intro number 2, which is all right. That's one guitar, all right. Do keep in mind that closing 3 times, all right. And there's another guitar playing the harmonics along with the triplets. All right, and that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm sorry for these delays. I'm having computer problems, and as getting kind of old, kind of pissing me off, so hopefully I'll fix that. And hopefully next video won't be so down the 2024 road. So hopefully see you next time. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time.